The Avery community would like to thank the Cherokee County Commissioners for the opportunity to present our case against the rezoning application. We are a social media organization with over 400 members. As background, the property has an existing home. There is no adjacent commercial property. Spot zoning is often controversial and should not be considered. It is the practice of applying different zoning laws to a specific piece of land other than the surrounding area. Both the current and future land use plans have the property zoned as agricultural. The owner is making a case for the property to be zoned commercial. The appropriate time to do this is when the land use plan is open for modification, not through rezoning. How do these medical office buildings fit the plan? They do not. The community expects the BOC to remain consistent with the land use plan as they have in the past. The existing home on the property is shown here. The property currently supports a residence. The applicant has stated that there is no other reasonable use other than NC or neighborhood commercial. How can you make that claim when you would have to demolish the existing home to begin a commercial development? The red square on the map is the location of the Carmichael Farm Store. Built in 1946, it predates county zoning, which was established in 1969. It is not the type of property that comes to mind when you think about commercial real estate. The Carmichael Farm Store is the only commercially zoned property in the area. There is no parking lot and has space for 3 cars. Certainly, it has been grandfathered into the county zoning. The applicant is stretching reality when they reference the Carmichael store as GC property. There is currently new residential construction on East Cherokee Drive and Union Hill Road. The homes on East Cherokee Drive have the same view of Avery Elementary as the property up for rezoning. They are being offered for $1,700,000 and $1,300,000. This represents the current state of residential development in the area. We have visited 6 schools, including elementary, middle, and high schools, to see what type of neighbors they have. There was not 1 square foot of commercial development. There are a range of home styles and prices, including quite expensive residential development, like white columns. Homes near good schools, like we have, are sought after by families with children. Some of the advantages of living next to a school include: homes near schools appreciate at a higher rate. Time is precious, and living near a school cuts down drastically on the amount of time spent shuffling kids back and forth to school. Bonus amenities like playgrounds are available in the afternoon, weekends, and all summer. Schools in Cherokee County are sited and constructed outside of the county's land use plan and zoning map. Accordingly, the fact that the Avery Elementary School is at the Union Hill East Cherokee intersection should in no way suggest that the area is or has become other than what it is zoned at, namely AG. You can easily envision 7 homes on 1-acre lots. At $1,500,000 per home, the development would yield $10,500,000. The land should account for 10 to 30% of the total cost. Using 10%, that would be $1,050,000 or $140,000 per acre. The numbers clearly show reasonable economic use when zoned residential. Residential property near and next to Avery Elementary continues to sell. As stated in the planning and zoning meeting, this is a marketing problem that the property owner has created. Highest and best use is not the law. Owens Mill is an R40 development off Owens Store Road and East Cherokee Drive. This development proves that a residential development will work at the property in question. Owens Mill has line of sight to both Creekland Middle School and Creekview High School. Creekview High School is much busier than Avery Elementary. The high school has sporting events, illuminated ball fields, and bands. By comparison, the elementary school makes a better neighbor. A residential development offers a positive alternative which provides for a reasonable economic use. It would fit within the land use plan as other developments in the area have done. This would be supported by the community. It would have no adverse impact on traffic. The large trees on the property can remain. The applicant was asked at the planning and zoning meeting to provide a plan that was residential in design and size. They have not done so. This rezoning needs to be denied. We have heard in previous meetings with the commissioners that they were having a hard time visualizing a residential property next to the school. This rendering was created so that you could see how gorgeous a residential development will be. This view is from Union Hill Road. Notice in the background is the actual school along with the existing oak trees. Since this rendering was published on social media, 2 residential developers have expressed interest in the property. School safety is an important topic in the world we live in. Active shooter and other security incidents at schools have prompted parents and administrators to examine and improve campus security. Making students safe is the #1 priority. Security should be thought of in concentric layers, and the perimeter is that first layer of defense. Adding 219 unsecured parking spaces will jeopardize the school perimeter. Many parents have raised concerns over access to medical waste generated by the proposed buildings. This is a valid concern given that 15% of healthcare waste is hazardous. It can be infectious, toxic, or radioactive and poses a risk to human health. Traffic at the intersection is light, except when the school begins and ends. You do not have to wait for more than one light to change to get through the intersection. We contacted the Cherokee County Transportation Engineer. We posed 2 questions. 1. What impact will the Highway 20 widening have on East Cherokee Drive? The answer was none. Traffic along East Cherokee Drive will not be impacted by the Highway 20 widening. 2. Are there any plans to widen East Cherokee Drive? The answer was that widening East Cherokee Drive is not on the 25-year plan. The engineer cautioned against putting a destination in the midst of a rural community because it will serve to bring traffic in from outside the area. Traffic at the intersection is light. At the planning and zoning meeting, the applicant stated they will be installing landscaping on the mobile home property. It will act as a visual barrier. The installation of landscaping at the mobile home park needs to be done regardless of any type of zoning change. How can the mobile home park be used as an argument for this application for rezoning? Because it has the same owner. You are looking at the published Cherokee County zoning connection matrix. Commercial zoning of any type does not appear on the agricultural line. It is not shown as a primary land use, as a secondary land use, or mixed land use. The intersection at East Cherokee and Union Hill is not designated or planned as a commercial node. The Highway 20 East Overlay District lays the foundation for commercial development along Highway 20. It sets building, landscaping, lighting, fences, sidewalk, and other standards. There will be an influx of new commercial development that will result from Highway 20's widening. These medical offices belong in the Highway 20 East Overlay District. Commercial land is already zoned GC along Highway 20. We do not want to become Holly Springs. Are the commissioners going to be the enablers? This rezoning needs to be denied. We have demonstrated that the proposed commercial development would significantly harm the Avery community. Negative impacts like incompatibility with existing zoning, school safety, increased traffic, and environmental damage were discussed. We are interested in maintaining what is best for the county, both now and long term. It is best for the county to maintain the East Cherokee corridor from Hickory Flat to Macedonia as AG and residential. It is also best for the county to have commercial development in Macedonia and Hickory Flat at the commercial nodes of 140 and Highway 20. We have addressed the concerns of the commissioners, namely compatibility of residential and the school, reasonable economic use, traffic, trailer park, and lastly, school safety. Highest and best use is not the law. A residential development on this property is the best option. We asked the commissioners to deny the application for rezoning. The commissioners have spent a great deal of time regarding these 7 acres. As you know, this is a first-of-its-kind rezoning for Avery. It would redefine our area. Who does this rezoning benefit? Only the property owners. This rendering shows what will happen if the rezoning is approved. This is what NC or OI leads to. It would set the precedent for future zoning requests. This could easily result in 20 or more acres of commercial development at the intersection. The commissioners know all too well that this is how unwanted zoning starts. This is your chance to save the Avery community and do what is right for the county. Is this the legacy that the commissioners want to leave? Stop the commercial cancer while you have the chance. We care and are passionate about the Avery community. Please do not destroy it. Thank you.